てくガラスの迷路ひび割れた声まだ消えないまま封じた記憶誰かの夢にすり替わる名前さえ今奪われてく聞こえるか胸の奥できしむ鎖の叫び逃げないで選ぶんだ自分だけの芯を一つ書き換えられた世界で僕は僕を上書きしてくささやくそ切り裂きながら覚めないなら夢を燃やせ一つ操られたスターに君の本と響かせてかけ違えたストーリー今塗り替えてゆけ黒いタイピン運命に鼓動が刺さる笑うシステム感情を食らう震えた指でログアウト先を探してるでも君の手が確かにここにある忘れるな偽物でも選ぶ痛みはリアル奪えない願いだけが最後のパスワード一つ書き換えられた世界で僕は僕を上書きしてくささやくそ切り裂きながら覚めないなら夢を燃やせ一つ操られた明日に君の本と響かせてかけ違えたストーリー今塗り替えていけ必殺君の声で暗いスクリプトを壊して一つ書き換えられた世界で僕は僕を更新してく挟むく影抱きしめながら傷ついても夢を離すな一つ操られた未来一緒に飛び越えて交差してくストーリー今始まりに帰ろう
Episode 100, ladies and gentlemen, episode 100. Welcome to another episode of Hypnocast. That's right, we are live, boys. We are live, we are live, we are live. We're going to dive down the rabbit hole that is known as the internet. But before we do that, guys, you got to bring it in and listen. I'm going to give you a warning right now, all right? Number one, it's Monday. Nobody likes Monday, right? We already know that. We already know that. Nobody likes Monday. And number two, if you are a PlayStation super fan, today's stream will probably not be for you. I'm just saying. It's probably not going to be for you. I would hope that you could hang out with us regardless, but it's gonna be quite bad. Today's a really bad day for PlayStation. It's a really bad day. But listen very closely on this terrible Monday. If you are watching over on YouTube, like the stream. Let's go. Let's go. Like the stream. If you're watching over on Rumble, like the stream. Let's go. And if you are watching anywhere else right now, that's impossible. And to be honest, you probably work at PlayStation.
You are gay!
That's right. That's right, boys. Can I get a mic check, please? Mic check, titty check, balls check. What are we checking? What are we checking today? Well, we got a crazy battle lined up today. That's number one. Number two, I don't know if you guys are aware of this. The people who watch Griffcast are aware of this. But our TTS system now officially has, and I'm not kidding, a DSP voice. That's right. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We now have access to a DSP voice. It took a little bit of work, but I got it to work, and Subtle DVNC tested it over on Griffcast, and it actually works very well, shockingly. So we got a DSP voice. I'm working on other voices right now. I'm trying to see if Real Life Fake Wizard will do a voice, but I need his permission, obviously, before I do it. But yeah, we have a voice, so you can utilize the DSP voice for your super chats if you want. All you got to do is just type it in, the way that you do the other voices. Just type DSP, and it should work. $5 or more, it should work. But what else are we checking, guys? What else are we checking? Asshole check? Why are we checking assholes? Zesty hypnotic voice check? No, thank you. No, thank you. Ass grabber check? No, thank you. Checking the C's and Winrows? Very nice. Very nice. New computer build is up and running. Let's fucking go, Prophetic Apathetic. Very nice. What kind of build did you get? Shout out to you, man. Don't fucking touch me check. Jesse Ventura voice check. Should I do that? Should I do that? Should I do a Jesse Ventura? Oh my god, that'd be hilarious. Darksiders War Mastered Edition tomorrow check. Does it come out tomorrow? Fuck, man. There's way too many games. California on fire again? Is it on fire? Is it on fire? Oh man, California, what are we doing? No work for 2 days? Very nice, Randall. Enjoy. Y'all need to repent check? I agree. Popcorn check? I agree. I agree. I got no time to bleed. Just got off work. Very nice, Single and Bits. Welcome in. Welcome in. All right, guys, listen. ESG scores are at their maximum. We are fully funded like the stream. Let's go. Let's go. Guys, we're going to do the Bigot Army roll call. Let's see who's hanging out in the chat right now with us on this glorious yet terrible Monday. It's glorious because we hit 100 episodes. And then it's terrible because it's Monday. So you really can't win here at this point. Who do we got in here, man? We got Beautiful Zexel. What's going on, dude? We got Hanny. We got Luck E-Boy, D. Smith. We got Melody Johnson, Little Jim's Halo. We got Felsdef, Randall. We got Mr. Melancholy, D. Draconic, John D. Dragon, Single and Bits. We got Fighter 4. What's going on, dude? Archangelus. We got Sanikin Sibo. We got Alucard, Time-Bound Howler. We got Mr. Melancholy with a Monkey Band 04. We got This is Sparta 9000. We got Sonia Lissette in the chat. We got King motherfucking Demon Wing, the absolute legend. We got, who else is here? Let me scroll down. We got PS5 Gamer. Oh, no. Anybody with PS5 in their name today may not want to hang out here today. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Maybe. Marius, what's going on, Marius? Dade 404, what's going on, dude? We got Dan Sheehan, what's going on, man? I bought an Xbox Series X, biggest piece of shit console ever. Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. Nick Havoc, what's going on, Nick Havoc? How you doing? We got the Fourth Wall guy. We got Cliff 420. We got Blue Octopus screaming at the top of her lungs. She says she doesn't know what to play. She has too many games. That's a hell of a first world problem. We got Secret Final Boss. We got Dragatello. What's going on, Dragatello? We got Sleeping Nova. What's going on, Sleeping Nova? How are you doing? We got Archangelus. Chaotic Holy says he tooted. We got Game Wolf 87. We got MDW Black Wolf. We got Daniel Barris Sports Highlights. What's going on, dude? Tiger King says Sub Grifter. What's going on, Tiger King? We got Grim Harvest. What's going on, Grim Harvest? We got Hans in the chat as well. We got Timothy. What's going on, Timothy? Shout out to Timothy. All right, listen, guys. 4 more people that we got to get on with the show, man. 4 more people. We got Michelle Garajo over on Rumble. We got Crash Collins over on Rumble. We got Light Ferret over on Rumble. Zalosi over on Rumble. Kurakami over on Rumble. We got Torinol says he's feeling indecisive today over on Rumble. Who else we got here on Rumble? Come on. We got Griffin of Might. What's going on, Griffin of Might? And last but not least, We got, let me see, anybody else on Rumble? Viovis over on Rumble. What's going on, brother? Shout out to Viovis. Who else is here? USMC over on Rumble. And we got Sargon over on Rumble and Lunar Corgimon over on Rumble as well. All right, boys, listen, I called out as many people as I possibly could. Flip Shazam says he's melting. Let's sacrifice your fellow Bigot Army member, and let's see who is going to get the final call-out money shot today, boys. Now, granted, it's a Monday. It's a little bit weak, but that's okay. It still counts as a blessing. We got Voice of the Water says no Una reverse, max overshields, phantom displacement activated, booty hole protected by emojis. If the power down by 4 doesn't defend, if the person down by 4 doesn't defend, they admit that they like reading My Little Pony Adventure Time yaoi fanfic. What the fuck is that? I've never seen that before. What the fuck is that? That sounds really overpowered. It goes to a Kickin' Donuts, Sanikin, Time-Bound Howler, and Soul Reaper that says no censorship. Oh, let me scroll up. No censorship, no high gas prices. No Chrissy Mayer, booty hole protected by the Gopher. Anime Sonya and T-Jab Steve combo against Una Reverse down by 5. Deidre Connick, Time-Bound Howler, Little Jim's Halo, Melody Johnson, and Scampus says to go down with socks, which goes to Deidre Connick since it's Monday, so Max membership train, Una Reverse, Max, no block, which goes to Time-Bound Howler, says more money shots, more streams, more longer streams, more gaming streams, more zestiness. Use original clip. Brother, you didn't defend yourself in any of that? Did you not defend yourself in any of that? So you just started screaming in all caps with literally zero defenses whatsoever? Are you serious? Bro, Time-Bound Howler, what are we doing, man? How do you have all of that text with no defense? At least he didn't confess to the... Oh, that's true. Confess to the fan fiction? Yeah, that's true. That's true. Time-Bound Howler! Congratulations. Oh! Oh! Oh!
What the?
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Guys, we got a lot we got to talk about today. And almost the entire stream, just by the way, almost the entire stream is going to be about PlayStation. When I tell, and that's like never happened before. When I tell you that this shit exploded over the last, what I want to say, like 10 hours or so, this shit exploded. The amount of PlayStation news that is coming out today is crazy. Crazy, man. We're going to be talking about a massive potential security breach, okay? Because a lot of you guys know Colin Moriarty, okay? And I know some of you don't like him or whatever, but let's put that to the side for a second because something major happened. Something really fucked up happened. His PlayStation account was targeted. His and other known PlayStation content creators, their accounts were targeted and their accounts were hacked. And everybody's pretty much saying this is an inside thing because I'll tell you like this. Whoever hacked the accounts of Colin Moriarty then ended up messaging Destin, the former IGN journalist, and they were like, "You're next." Bro, this shit is crazy. It's crazy. And he had all the defenses open. So he's thinking that the only way this is possible is if it was an inside job, which wouldn't be the first time. It would not be the first time. So needless to say, Sony's got a major fucking security problem right now. They got a major security. We're going to talk about it. He did get his account back, but we're going to talk about how. Wasn't this weeks ago that the guy literally posted his shit online? No, this happened today. This happened today. This all literally went down today. It's been a crazy day. I think I know what you're talking about, but it's something different. Anyway, we'll go over it. Sony always had a security problem. Of course they did. That's why when people were like, "Oh, what's the big deal? Just tie your Steam account to the PlayStation account to play Helldivers." Fuck you. How about that? Fuck you. Because that's not happening. It's been going on for weeks. Well, Colin apparently, I found out when Colin got hacked. So if this has been going on for weeks, Well, Colin brought it to light. So there you go. Anyway, we're going to talk about that whole situation because it's pretty crazy. We are also going to talk about PlayStation. Guess what? Doing exactly what I said they were going to do. After announcing multiple failures over the last couple of months, what's going to happen? Oh, gee, guys. Oh, no. Look at that. What's that in the background? Oh, it's approaching fast. What is it? What is it? Oh, market conditions. Oh, yeah, that thing. Yeah. Due to market conditions, we now have to raise the price of PS Plus again. Oh, no. Those dirty market conditions. I guess we'll see that in another 6 months when the market conditions show up again. Fucking hilarious, bro. PlayStation is raising the price of PS Plus again. This is like, what, the third time in a year? Or the second time in a year? I don't even know. I lose count at this point. So we're going to talk about that. And we're going to talk about the latest rumor. Because everybody's pushing it around as fact again. And you guys really need to stop this nonsense. Okay? There is a story that is making its rounds right now about how it's been confirmed. PlayStation is leaving the PC platform and taking its single-player titles with them. So today I'm thinking, oh, PlayStation finally made a statement? Okay. Let's find out what's going on. What did PlayStation actually say? Because the last we heard about this, it came from Jason Schreier. Jason Schreier was telling us that the single-player games were going to be leaving the platform. Well, a couple of months went by and nothing happened. So I'm like, all right, well, they finally confirmed it. And then I end up reading up on it. And what is it? It's Jason Schreier talking about another rumor that he heard regarding the same exact rumor that he talked about 3 months ago. And every journalist outlet is now running the story as if it's fact. Because Jason Schreier says that he heard from somebody inside of Sony that Herman Holtz, or whatever his name is, talked at a town hall meeting. It was like, yeah, we're going to take out single-player games from PC. It's like, guys, can we please just fucking wait until PlayStation makes a statement about it? Please. They're going to have to make a statement at some point. They can't just sweep this under the rug. But in any case, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about that because it's ridiculous. We also got...
Felicia.
Oh, shit.
シップのイズゴナラブマンデーズスターティングトゥデイ。Like how HE loves scampas and pineapple pizza.
No.
Happy Monday to all.
No, happy Monday to nobody. No, D-Draconic, no. No, it's not happy Monday to anybody. We don't like scampuses. We don't like pineapple pizza. We definitely don't like Monday. Stop lying. Otherwise, I'm going to get DSP on you. Stop it. Guys, happy Monday to all. So fucked up. We also got to talk about, it's not just PlayStation, okay? It's going to be like majority PlayStation, but we're going to talk. We also got to talk about this AI nonsense that's happening with Sakaguchi, okay, the creator of Final Fantasy. Did you guys hear about what's happening to Sakaguchi? Bro, this man can't even go on his Twitter page and talk about how something looks interesting anymore without people losing their fucking collective minds. Apparently what happened was there was an AI video that's making its rounds right now. Essentially recreating Final Fantasy VI, from what I read, and apparently Sakaguchi retweeted it and was like, "Oh, that looks interesting." He said something stupid. No, he didn't say anything stupid. He's totally in the right here. He's like, "Oh, that looks really cool." That's all he said. Like basically, that looks really cool. That looks really interesting, right? Because somebody recreated Final Fantasy VI cinematically in AI, and it looked pretty good. All he said was that, "Oh, that looks cool. That looks interesting." Bro, everybody is on his ass now. And by everybody, I mean the typical psychos that lose their mind at the mere hint of something AI. They're trying to make it seem as if Sakaguchi is going to remake Final Fantasy VI with AI now. That's how they're reacting. That's actually how some of them are commenting. They're all spamming Sakaguchi. Now they're trying to cancel him and shit because of him apparently promoting AI.
Monday
it's
as
ridiculous.
Well done steak with Coke.
Stop talking about disgusting things like wood and Coke. Nobody likes eating 2x4s with Coke, all right? Nobody likes that. Stop lying. Dear Soto, thank you for the 2. So we got to talk about that because it's fucking stupid. It's fucking stupid. We got some intergalactic news as well we're going to talk about. And we're also going to talk about something that a Valve veteran said to the Krafton CEO, essentially felting him because it's pretty hilarious. And that's basically it. Oh, we got a Nintendo update, by the way. I forgot about that. We got a Nintendo update, boys. They tried to get another patent for their Power World lawsuit, and they got felted. They got absolutely fucked. Absolutely fucked. Absolutely fucked. We also got some Subnautica 2 news if we could get to it. If we could get to it. I'm gonna try my best to get to it because there are some people online complaining that you cannot do any killing in Subnautica 2, and that it's basically trying to pass off this, like, I don't know, ideology of like no violence or something like that. Meanwhile, the first game had minimal violence as well, to my understanding. But anyway, we're gonna try to get to that story if we can. If not, we'll do it tomorrow. All right, guys, listen, we need a membership train. It's Monday. We got to start off the day strong. I know nobody likes Monday. I know most people are asleep on Monday. I get it. But we got to do a membership train. Before we do that, boys, we got a battle going on today, and it's a good one. All right, boys, listen up. Listen up. So Mithra got felted on the last stream, which resulted in Morrigan moving on to the next round from Darkstalkers. That's right. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Morrigan has moved on to the next round. However, now today we have an interesting battle. I don't know how this one's going to go. It's a cat versus a blue girl. I really don't know how this is going to go, but we're going to find out. We're going to find out.
At Golden Apples, it
Golden
celebrates
Apples, thank
13
you.
months of membership, _Bigatarmic.
Thank you, Golden Apples. 13 months. That's a long time, brother. Thank you so much. Guys, today's battle is Felicia versus Liara Tassoni. That's right, boys. That's right, boys. We got Felicia from Darkstalkers versus Liara Tassoni, the blue bitch from Mass Effect, boys. This is going to be an interesting one. Let me know in all your future super chats who you are voting for by putting hashtag the name at the beginning of the super chat so that the mods can keep track of everything and let us know by the end of the stream which one is going to be moving on to the next round to face off against Morrigan, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be interesting. Either one facing off against Morrigan, I think will be a pretty good one. But let me know whichever one you decide you want to go with. It's going to be
Hashtag Felicia.
What?
For my favorite actress, Catgirl Nunn, slow clap, slow clap, slow clap. Now give us anime girls happy Monday.
No, you fucked up the slow clap. You didn't put the underscore. No. BioT Wolf is not playing around. A $200 Red Boy Giga Banger.
We have ourselves a Red Boy. Hyper Banger!
I swear.
All right, boys, we got another Red Boy Hyper Banger.
This is for BioT Wolf, boys.
Let's bring the ladies in.
What a badass. Guys, needless to say, I think BioT Wolf took the first shot in today's battle. Needless to say. I thought DSP sounded really good, by the way. Pretty accurate. I kind of wish the clapping sound worked. But maybe somebody can copy and paste his super chat and fix the clapping sound for like $5. That way he doesn't have to do it again. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, BioT Wolf, you need to let me know what other clip you want, man. I know you said anime waifus. I don't know if you said anything else. I got to check. I see. Yeah, it says give us anime girls. That's all I saw. So let me know what else you want. In the meantime, guys, membership train. Today's a wild day. It's a wild start, boys. Get on the train. Spam the chat with train emojis. We gotta make it happen. It's pretty clear that people are loving the fucking cat girl. Oh my God, King Demon Wing just went crazy in Rumble. What is happening? And Crash Collins too. Oh my God. Oh my God, what the fuck is going on? Liara doesn't have a single vote. Guys, get on the train, man. We gotta get the membership train. Then we'll get into these super chats and in the content. Here we go, boys. Get on.
Ladies and gentlemen,
can we light it up green?
All aboard.
Can we light it up green? Is that possible?
Train.
Is that possible?
Lights up, first spark,
it's red everywhere.
Name after name, rushing down the frame. Midnight chord, Hypnocast alive, every little badge like a badge.
Ali Kusanagi with the membership on YouTube. Thank you, my good man. Viovis with 10 memberships over on Rumble. God damn, Viovis. Crash Collins with a membership over on Rumble. Life Eric with a membership over on Rumble. Shadow Walker, 5 memberships over on YouTube. Lockwire, 5 memberships over on YouTube. It's a tie between YouTube and Rumble. What is going on right now?
Hashtag Felicia.
It's a
You
tie.
can't have cat girls without AI and bioengineering. My ass.
Damn, that voice was awesome.
Membership train.
Let's go.
Was that fucking necessary? Right at? Did you time that? Did you time that? Right after the membership? Brother, he said fixed it? Bro, come on, man. Right after. BioT Wolf, he fixed it. He fixed it for you, bro. Yo, that is funny. That is actually funny. Let's play some Patience. That's crazy, bro.
Oh my god, it's a Red Boy hyper banger.
Dexter Bell, thank you for the membership, brother. By the way, I'm working on an updated Asian girl clip. I'm working on an updated regular one. It's coming. Don't worry. Shout out to BioT Wolf, man. Fucking legend, bro. Holding it absolutely down. I appreciate that, man. $200. Thank you so much. All right, guys, listen. Let's get into the pre-stream legends. We're going to go over all the supers. Then we're going to get into the content. And we got a lot we got to talk about, boys. We got to go. We got to go. Let's see. We got King Demon Wing, who started us off at the beginning of the stream with a 5 membership banger.
More memberships! More memberships!
All the memberships.
More memberships!
And considering that's the first one of the stream, You already know what that means. Shout out to King Jimmy Wing. 5 memberships, my guy. I appreciate that, man. Gray Soul, thank you for the 2, voting for Felicia. DJ Conic with the 5, voting for Felicia. Adair Soto with the 2. Thank you, my good man. Golden Apples, 13 months. I appreciate that. And then Biotee Wolf with a legendary $200 gigabanger, clapping Felicia's cheeks. Insane, my man. Thank you so much. That was legendary. Gray Soul with the Felicia vote for a 2. I appreciate that, my man. Ali Kusanagi with the membership
At
over
Flip
on
Shazam
YouTube.
celebrates 12 months of membership.
Flip Shazam. What the fuck? Bruh.
Holy shit.
Brother, I thought you... Bro, I legit thought you were singing me a song, my guy. I thought you were singing me a song. I thought you were singing me a song. You can't just sneak in some cheek clapping. Bro, you guys are fucked up. You guys are actually fucked up, bro. I swear to God. Oh my God,
Felicia.
man. Holy shit. Yo, Ali Kusanagi, thank you for the 5, bro. It's fucked up. Thank you for the membership, by the way, too. Shadow Walker.
I love Mondays.
What? Oh, come on, bro.
Oh, the camera was on the whole time?
Yo, that actually sounded like DSP. That actually sounded like DSP. Wait a second. Hold on. Let me replay that. Hold on. Wow. That's crazy.
I love
Hold on.
Mondays.
Hold on.
Oh, the camera was on the whole time?
Bro, that's crazy.
Holy shit.
That's actually really accurate. Wow, I'm impressed. I gotta do more voices. That's so good. Yeah, that's good. That's one of the best ones. Holy shit. Thank you for the 5. I appreciate that. Anyway, like I was trying to say, Shadow Walker, I'm sorry, brother. 5 memberships from Shadow Walker.
More memberships! More memberships! More memberships!
Shout out to Shadow Walker. Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate that, man. Lockwire came in and dropped a 5 membership banger.
More memberships! More memberships!
Thank you so much, Lockwire. I appreciate that, man. Memberships was strong. It was pretty close between YouTube and Rumble up until the very end. I was shocked. I was like, damn, Rumble's throwing down today. Pretty interesting. Chai T with a 5 with the girlfriend voice. You can't have cat girls without AI and bioengineering. Hey, I agree. Actually, can I hear that again one more time? Can I hear that? I didn't get to hear that one. Hold on. Let's enjoy this one. Everybody shut up. Hold on.
Hashtag Felicia.
You can't have cat girls without AI and bioengineering. Naya.
You know what? Actually, it didn't sound that good. It sounds like a fucking dumbass blonde from California. Never mind. The gooning's ruined. I need the what's the other one called? The beauty voice. Yeah, that's the one. I need the beauty voice. I don't know what the fuck that was. That's like a Cali blonde. She was like, Naya. Oh, Naya. I hate it so much. Anyway, Hypno felt it. Yeah, seriously, big time. Oh, we're at tier 2? We're at tier 2? Oh, shit. Hold on. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go. That happened extremely fast. Shout out to you guys for another tier 2. Hey, T-Jab got his wish, man. T-Jab got his wish. We hit tier 2 early this time instead of late like the last few days. So shout out to T-Jab. There you go. All right, let's continue, man. Golden
I heard
apples.
that my man, the Nickling, loved him some
no.
Felicia here.
Oh,
So,
no.
yeah, Melmac wearing
What?
a low top. Thought she was, yeah, sniff, sniff.
What the fuck was that? Trey, you literally dragged your feet along that entire super chat and said a single word. Biden had a stroke. He had a stroke. All I understood was sniff, sniff, and that's the one thing I didn't want to understand. Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, thank you. Thank you for the 10. Golden Apples, thank you for the 9.99. Appreciate that. We got Dexter Bell, the legend, with the membership. Thank you, Dexter Bell. I appreciate that. Flip Shazam, 12 months. Thank you, sir. Ali Kusanagi with the 5 for Felicia. Thank you. Monkey Man with the 5. Thank you. And then Trey with the 10. Thank you so much. All right, let's go up to Rumble. Rumble, what do we got, man? Crash Collins with a 5 for episode 100. Let's go. We are celebrating episode 100 of season 3 today, boys. So thank you so much. I appreciate that, Crash Collins. And then we got Torinol with a 5 for hashtag Furion or hashtag Panda, whichever's cuter. Why am I not surprised, bro? Torinol, I don't know, man, anymore.
Hashtag Felicia.
What?
Come here, cat.
What? Oh my God! It gets worse. Everyone gets worse. Everyone gets fucking worse. Stop.
Thanks, Johnny.
Thanks, Johnny. You thanked him? You thanked him after that? Like it's
Felicia.
a transaction?
To atone for my last donation, I am
shit.
learning.
Oh shit.
Now be a good boy.
Oh.
Naya.
Oh my God. That is so much better.
Hashtag Liara.
That is so much better.
Sony, you can eat it. Oh.
Bye, Felicia.
Oh, the first half was gay. Second half, pretty good. Pretty good, Mr. Melancholy. Thank you for the 5. Chai T, thank you for the 5. And Dragon, fuck you, man. Thank you for the 5. I appreciate it. All right, back to Rumble. Hold on, back to Rumble. Torinol, thank you for the 5. We got, let me see, Mervos with $1. What happened to Colin was kind of karma for shilling for Yote. One wonders why we stay on PC. Nah, I wouldn't say that's karma for shilling for Yote, man. Listen, what happened to him was fucked up. It was fucked up. I gotta admit, it was fucked up. I wouldn't wish that on him, even though he might wish that on me or something. You never know. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna be that guy. I'm not gonna wish that on someone, especially since his business is relying on that. He takes care of his family with that. Like I wouldn't wish that on him personally. King Demon Wing.
At Randall _is_ Xanus celebrates 13 months of
13
membership.
months, nice.
13 months, LFG.
Nice. Brother, he's a robot. Brother, he is a robot. He's a robot. Why is the robot clapping cheeks? It doesn't even make sense. Oh my God, man. What the fuck what are we doing? Do you realize that if he was clapping cheeks, it would not sound like that? It would sound way more painful. Oh my God, bro. God help me today. Today is interesting. You guys are in an interesting mood today. I don't know what it is. You guys are in an interesting mood. King Demon Wing with a $100 Red Boy Hyper Banger.
We have ourselves a Red Boy Hyper Banger! bitches! Let's bring the ladies in!
Nobody's voted for Liara yet. What are we doing?
What are you talking about? Hypno Disney made C3 now. Remember one of the actors from the episode.
I can't hear a single word you're saying, brother. Shout out to King Demon Wing. A $100 Red Boy Hyperbanger like an absolute fucking boss. I appreciate
what
that, brother.
What are you talking about? Hypno Disney makes C3PO gay now. Remember one of the actors from The Acolyte, they say.
Even if he was gay, it doesn't mean that suddenly he's going to have that kind of a sound when he's clapping cheeks. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not the right
Someone
sound.
just posted my MDes on Twitter.
Oh,
I want
no.
compensation. Also, I don't see the membership milestone chat.
What the fuck? Why is there nudes of the goth on Twitter? I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. Setsuna, don't even want to know. I'm okay. I'm okay. Thank you for the 5. Fucking the goth, man. I swear to God, the goth sounds like a disappointed dad. He's like, oh, look at you, son. You fucking retard. Your mom's a retard. Everybody's a retard. Nobody likes you. You're not loved anymore. Go die. That's the goth. He could be saying the complete opposite. That's how he sounds. Crash Collins with a $20 banger for Felicia. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Viovis on Rumble dropping 10 memberships. If you guys have a Rumble account, go get one over there right now. They're floating around.
More memberships! More memberships! More memberships!
Shout out to Viovis. Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate that, my guy. And then we got Crash Collins gifting a membership as well over on Rumble. Not once, but twice. Thank you, my man. And then Lightford with a membership over on Rumble as well. Thank you. We just got a Sunday from Archangelus in the chat. Holy shit, look at that. Love to see it. And then Mervoth with the dollars. His membership train ends and a train was ran on her. That's pretty accurate. That's pretty accurate. DJ Conic with a 5 for hashtag Felicia. Monday's great because it's episode 100. It's episode 100 is great. Mondays are not great. Mondays are never great. All right, boys. We are caught up over on Rumble and we're caught up over on YouTube. Thank you. One last reminder. Today is Felicia versus Liara Tassoni. 4-hour battle. We need to decide who is going to go up against Morgan in the next round. So let me know in a super chat. You have to put the name with the hashtag in the beginning for it to count. Otherwise, it's not going to count. So please let me know throughout the rest of the stream. Are we ready, boys, to get into the content? Number 1, we're going to go over a video that I saw, a really quick 1-minute trailer of a video game called Project Rabbit, which is apparently an extraction Souls-like action RPG that has been inspired by Alice in Wonderland. Immediately, my curiosity was piqued, and I want to check this out and see what is going on with this. I have not looked at this yet. I've only seen the post about it, so I kind of want to see what's going on here. Multiple people have sent this to me, so let's see what we got. Here we go. Oh no, we're about to get a
King
super.
Demon Wing celebrates 16 months of membership.
What do French hedgehogs see on Groundhog Day? Their chateau.
Oh my god, bro. Their chateau is ridiculous. I hate you. I love you, but I hate you too. King Demon Wing, 16 months. It's lore that's how you sound now. Considering what your name is, King Demon Wing, it's lore. It's lore. That's how you sound. That's how you sound. Let's check this out. What do we got? What do we got? Let's see. Okay. Yo, Comics Dad, thank you for the membership. Thank you, sir. I mean, definitely looks like a Souls-like game, that's for sure. Drink Me? Hey, yo. Hey, yo. I think that this looks pretty cool overall. At this point, you know, I like the idea of the world, right? Like, for me, if you're going to make a Souls game, you have to make the world interesting. You have to make it something that people are going to want to explore and have it stand out outside of the million other Souls-like video games that there are. Right, because there's a ton of them already exist, right? There's Souls-like games everywhere. So if you're gonna make one, it has to stand out from a visual standpoint and a narrative standpoint, and the world has to be interesting enough to make people want to dive into it. And it does help that this was inspired by Alice in Wonderland, so that kind of a world sounds interesting. And I'm curious. Like, I can never not get enough of Souls-like games. I understand there are people out there that can't stand it. And that's kind of how I feel about roguelike games. I feel like everything's a roguelike now. But for me, Souls-likes, I could play a million of them and never get bored, personally. So this is something I'm definitely going to be following. It's called Project Rabbit. Like I said, I saw it on Twitter. Very interesting. It is available for wishlisting on Steam, I believe. So definitely consider checking that out. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I like it. Now, it looks like multiplayer, right? Yeah, I see 1, 2, 3. There's 3 players here. So extraction like Souls like. That's interesting. Now we're combining genres like that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right, let me X that out. Guys, let's you know what? Let's cover this. Let's start off with the AI nonsense. All right. So first and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, the AI like anti-AI mind virus is making people lose their fucking minds. Hold on, we got another one coming in. Hold on.
There's only one thing I love more than Monday, and that's
What?
Hypnotic in those cats' ears.
Why did I ask? Bro, Did you really have to? Really? Seriously? Hypnotic is torn between wanting to stream Mouse PI for Hire versus streaming Subnautica 2. What are you talking about? I've already completed Mouse PI for Hire on stream. It's available on Hypnotic Gaming Live. My cheeks must be sore. Yeah, at this point, I mean, it's fucking insane. All right, let me pause the TTS. In the meantime, obviously, all the other super chats will be read out after this. Let's talk about this situation. Guys, the anti-AI brigade is coming after Sakaguchi, okay? If you don't know who Sakaguchi is, go find out, all right? Sakaguchi, the creator... Hypnotic, I regret nothing. Yeah, I know you don't, Bio2Wolf. I love you, bro. Guys, they're coming after Sakaguchi. And you're probably asking yourself, well, why is that? Why would they go after Sakaguchi of all people? Well, it's because, apparently, Sakaguchi ended up retweeting this video that we're about to watch together, and people are not happy. Apparently, you are now not even allowed to look at something that is AI generated and even remotely say that the idea is cool. You're not even allowed to do that. Even if, like the moment you do that, apparently you're signing off on everything else related to AI. It really is fucking pathetic, and people need to get their heads out their asses and stop pretending like they actually give a shit about this, because they really don't. I can understand people that are not as performative about it caring about this because they're a lot more believable. But the people who are overly performative about it, the people who are trying to cancel other people for simply liking a post or thinking that it's interesting, nobody believes that you actually care about any of this. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the video, because I know it's going to make the anti-AI crowd very upset when they watch the playback of this. And then after that, we're going to look at what Sakaguchi, what kind of comments he's getting, because he's getting some really stupid fucking comments that just makes me laugh. So anyway, This is a Final Fantasy VI remake. It's basically a reimagined with AI version of Final Fantasy VI and what the game would look like if it actually was made with a modern engine, right? Nobody's saying make this game with AI. They are simply utilizing AI to push an idea out there into the world, which has happened many times before, which, by the way, has spawned actual made video games from AI ideas that were put out there. So let's check this out. Here we go. Volume all the way up. Check it out. Final Fantasy VI. Here we go. It is kind of cool, to be honest with you. All right, that part was so obviously AI. That part right here, that was so bad. That was like one of my clips when AI fucks up so bad. That's really bad. But still, the thing is, you could laugh at it, right? Like, the whole point is you could laugh at it. You're supposed to laugh at it. There's nothing wrong with laughing at it, bro. People take this shit so seriously that they want to go to war. Like, they really want to do their little activist, I'm going to war bullshit over this kind of stuff. It's crazy, man. That looks cool. That looks good, too. Well, I'm not going to lie to you, bro. There's no way that you can look at this and say that it doesn't look, at least at the bare minimum, interesting. The fact that AI is even able to make something like this is fucking wild, in my opinion. But anyway, let's continue. Wow. That's crazy. Kefka! Is it crazy that Kefka, even AI Kefka, has this uncanny valley to him, which is so funny because Kefka is already like psycho as it is. So just making him seem even crazier somehow is pretty impressive. But anyway. I'm not going to lie to you guys. If I would... Is this AI? Yes, this is AI. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Think about this for a second. This looks so good that if you were to take this and put it next to, for example, the Fable trailer. Remember the Fable? I don't know if you can think about it in your mind. Just think about it in your mind. The Fable trailer where the girl was walking through town and it looks something similar to this. They almost look neck and neck, which is kind of disturbing on both sides. Because this looks almost as good, if not as good, as the Fable walkthrough trailer. And that is supposedly not AI, and this is AI. Right? So it's actually kind of crazy just how good this is looking. But I still think this is a little bit too on the realistic side. I would want it toned down a little bit. But regardless, whatever. At the end of the day, it's amazing how the technology has come this far. And I think that scares people. That scares a lot of these anti-AI people. Again, there are anti-AI and then there's anti-psychos. I'm not like, if you're anti-AI, that's fine. That's fine, but this is different, right? This is like, you could be anti-AI without being a fucking psychopath about it. If you're a psychopath about it, well, I'm just going to make fun of you at that point. All right, let's continue. Interesting. It's interesting to say the least. All right. So, I mean, you guys get the point. All right. So, clearly, very, very interesting. Shout out to Jay Viper for the raid. Thank you, brother. Very interesting stuff. Now, here's the thing about this, okay? Just because you find this interesting doesn't mean that you suddenly want an entire video game made with AI, okay? Just because you find this interesting doesn't mean that suddenly you're going to go into ChatGPT right now and make the fucking game. But unfortunately, they're anti-AI psychopaths look at something like this and immediately think that, oh my God, this is what's going to happen, right? I'm going to give you an example, all right? So he says, what is this? Pretty awesome, okay? If you scroll down, this video is AI-generated, fan-created content. It is not an official remake of Final Fantasy VI. Again, the fact that you even had to say that is like, are you serious right now? People are losing their minds over this. They suddenly think, watch, I'm going to show you. No! Sakaguchi-san, please stop after the first line. By the way, the other day I was chatting at a sushi restaurant with an MIT grad American who was in Shimo Kitazawa for tourism, and he said he likes Final Fantasy VI and likes Smash. I do think 6 is definitely suited for a 3D remake. It's not just that it's made with generative AI, even the logo from their old stomping ground, Final Fantasy, is being used without permission via generative AI included in music. This isn't an issue of tolerance or anything like that. It's a problematic statement, I think. What is problematic about this? What the fuck is what is problematic? Oh my God, bro. You know what's sad? Unfortunately, the Final Fantasy community is co-opted by a bunch of fucking psychos. It just is. All you got to do is say something even remotely related to promoting AI, or at least in support of AI, or just honestly being anything anti-progressive, and they're going to come after you. It is really kind of sad that they can't even have simple discourse anymore. It's literally impossible. They don't even want to have the conversation. They just go straight to, I'm going to kill you and your mother. That's basically it. Unalaska says, and I believe she's like a prominent Final Fantasy creator, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on. JRPG Retro Final Fantasy fan collect. Yeah, okay, so she's big in Final Fantasy. My dream is to have a Final Fantasy VI remake with modern graphics, since it's my favorite game of all time, but AI is definitely not the way. Who said it was going to be? Who said that it was going to be the way? See, bro, people, they have this in their mind. I don't know what it is, but they have it in their mind that if Sakaguchi promotes this and he just retweets it and he says, oh, wow, what did he say? What did he say? He says, what is this? Pretty awesome. What the fuck is wrong with that? What is wrong with that? What is wrong with saying, oh, wow, that's pretty cool? Bro, you can't even say that looks cool anymore? Because now people are just losing their mind over you say, now because you said, oh, that looks cool, now suddenly that means every Final Fantasy is going to be made with AI? Guys, calm your fucking tits, okay? Calm your tits, your balls. Whatever you're rocking with, just calm them. They don't have to be so aggressive. It doesn't mean that all these games are going to be made with AI only from now. Like, stop it. And by the way, if you think they're not using AI right now in development, you're also retarded, because it's known that pretty much all these companies are. A lot of them are lying about it. They get caught later down the line, and then you're shocked. You're like, oh my God, how could you lie to us? Well, because you wouldn't accept the truth when they tried to tell you. You tried to cancel them when they told you the truth. So instead, they lied to you, and now they're trying to hide it. And so when they get caught later, now you're like, oh, how could you lie to me? Because you couldn't accept the fucking truth in the beginning. Anyway, you got some good comments. Please make it, I beg of you. But 6 is where pixel art reigns supreme. You know, original extremism faction. Let's definitely remake it together. It's amazing, but somehow it feels different from the texture when you guys were making it. It's like metallic or something. Back then, Final Fantasy had a softness to it with warm light and darkness. Well, that's what I was saying. I think the AI made it look a little bit too realistic. I think they could definitely add some charm to it if they actually were to make the game. But here's the truth, man. I don't want remakes of any of these games, because after I saw what they did with 7, I don't really like the idea of what, you know, they could possibly do with any of these other games. That's why I don't want them to remake Final Fantasy 9. I've said this before. They talked about remaking Final Fantasy 9. Supposedly it was a thing, and now it's supposedly canceled. It's a mix of things. But I don't really want them touching these games. Just kind of leave them alone as it is. But in any case, if they do decide to do it, I'm sure it's not going to look as super hyper realistic. Don't say things like that. Say something like, we could make it even better. Come on, bro. Now we're trying to police his speech. Imagine going after the creator of Final Fantasy and trying to tell him how he should make the next Final Fantasy. It's actually kind of hilarious. It's kind of hilarious. Now, granted, he hasn't been involved. Obviously, he's been out. But still, the point is, like, you're talking to Sakaguchi. And you're like, hey, Sakaguchi, if you decide to make Remake 6, can you make it like this? And don't do this because I said so? Random account with, like, how many followers? Like, 244 followers? It's insane. It's amazing to make something like this with AI, ignoring copyright. Pretty cool. Finally, somebody with a brain. I hope these are all Japanese people, by the way. These are all Japanese accounts that have been auto-translated into English. Just so you're aware. So these are Japanese people that are saying this, okay? Ironically, if you guys notice, Japanese people are saying normal things. They're like, oh, it looks a little bit odd, but this is interesting, right? Aside from this guy, right? But it's amazing. Even the creator acknowledges it, right? Like, they're all saying that. You know who's not saying that? You know who immediately is like, no, don't do it because of AI. Look, Japanese, please make it, I beg of you. The one non-Japanese person. The second non-Japanese. Oh, I'm sorry. This was translated from Japanese. I apologize. He's more worried about copyright. The one non-Japanese person is the one who's like, yeah, no, AI's not the way. AI's like, bro, nobody's saying that. Please, let's relax. Let's calm down a little bit. I really wish Final Fantasy VI gets remade like this someday. That would be a dream come true. Even Rhino's acting normal. Brother, how are you acting worse than Rhino? It's insane. Putting aside issues like copyright, even for AI, creating something this detailed would be impossible without a certain level of knowledge and passion. So yeah, I do end up feeling like it's pretty amazing. Bro, see, Japanese people, they're normal. It's normally amazing, but I laughed at the demon train meeting. Yes, the train was funny. The train scene was funny. So listen, at the end of the day, we need to relax the nonsense. If we are trying to take this situation to the point where we're going to make it impossible for people even to acknowledge when the concept of something is cool, because that's what AI is really good at, right? AI is really good at concept work. AI is really good at brainstorming and putting things together and kind of getting ideas of where you want to go with certain things. If we can't even do that, if you're going to try to fucking cancel people and yell at people for even doing the bare minimum of acknowledging that this looks at the bare minimum like a cool concept, we need to relax. I think you need to log off the internet at that point, because it's pretty clear that any little thing is making you upset. If you can't even just enjoy the bare minimum of a concept video, which is exactly what this is. This is not somebody trying to sell you a game. They're not trying to say, hey, Final Fantasy VI Remake is available right now, made 100% with generative AI. Nobody's saying that, but they're acting like it, which again makes it very, very annoying. So let's relax on that. I know they're not going to. I know they're not going to relax on it. I wish they would, but they're not. So anyway, I thought this story was pretty interesting. Shout out to Sakaguchi, fucking legend, bro. And yeah, they're even angry at him. They're even angry at him. It's crazy. All right, let's resume the TTS. Imagine using this as a base and then making a game out of this. Well, that's happened many times. That's happened many times. A lot of video games that are currently being made are being made because they saw the idea with AI somewhere, somehow. Just like that pixelated, what was it? That pixelated, fucking, what is it? That medieval pixelated game? Glass something or whatever. They got that idea from the viral AI video that was going around Twitter, you know? Anyway, let's resume the TTS and see what you guys got to say.
Hashtag Liara.
The first fucking bro, the first fucking super.
Take that.
Kratos,
the AI derangement has
super
gotten
chat.
on par with Trump derangement. I'm half expecting these nuts to start hits on anyone who isn't against AI.
I agree, Chaz Dragoon. I agree 100%.
I've played.
Don't be
the
surprised.
Potential is
Thank you for the
endless
5.
with AI.
It is endless.
The
It is literally endless.
crowd is the
Thanks for the
same
20.
people that pushes Transformer stuff and expect you to take them seriously.
Trey, you are 100% spot on. Thank you for
I
the
have
5.
to say, AI has been a huge help in suggesting things to tweak and improve in my game and offering solutions to various problems.
You're a living example of it, Golden Apples. Thank you for the $4.99.
These people have
that.
AIDS, AI derangement syndrome.
They really do, JP Direwolf. Thank you for the 5. I agree. They absolutely do. And it gets worse. As time continues, it somehow continues to get worse. I just don't understand. I don't understand how something like AI can take over your soul like that. It's literally taking, and the funny thing is, most of these people are fighting AI not for themselves, right? They're not fighting AI to save their own jobs. They're fighting AI to save the perceived jobs of people they don't even know. They don't even know these people. And they're online. They're like, yeah, we got to protect artists and game developers. You don't even know these people. Anyway. DJ Conic with a 5. Hashtag Felicia. Monday's great because it's episode 100. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Torino with a 2. Final Fantasy 6 was known for letting you suplex a train, thus the train bit in the video. No, I know that. But what I'm telling you is that it's still funny because the way that the AI did it was so bad that it's just funny. That's all I'm saying. We caught up on Rumble. We're caught up on YouTube. Guys, let's continue. Let's get into the next topic. Let's talk about... We got a lot of PlayStation news. All right? We got a lot of PlayStation news, so bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. All right? We're going to talk about Colin Moriarty first. Let's press pause on this. Where's the button right here? Here we go. Pause the TTS right now. All right, guys. Well, it ain't good in the world of PlayStation. All right, if you're a PlayStation mega fan watching this video or watching this stream right now, it's probably not going to be a good time for you. Unfortunately, you're probably going to think I hate you guys at the end of this, which I don't. I like all gamers, but unfortunately, PlayStation as a company is probably one of the worst ones. But anyway, so Colin Moriarty. You guys know that we've had our differences with Colin Moriarty, just in general with some of the things that he said. However, what happened to Colin Moriarty today is extremely fucked up. And you could tell how much this affected him because of his response. So we're gonna go over it. But essentially, here's what's going on. I saw this post come up on my feed, which is crazy because I don't even follow him. So this, this is bad. If it's popping up on the feed and I don't even follow him or engage with his post, but it was going viral, so this is probably why I saw it. Colin says, my PSN account was hacked, seemingly as part of an ongoing sophisticated series of moves against both random and prominent users. Indeed, I was told by someone a few days ago that I was going to be targeted, and he was right. He was also hacked. So if you look at this picture, it says the following. Colin, I'm just warning you. They have your information, and they are going to try and take your account today. This was posted 2 days ago from when he received it. He responded, and he said, thanks for the heads up. I actually changed my password recently, and I have 2FA, so there's literally nothing else for me to do. It is what it is, as shitty as that can be. Hopefully nothing comes of it. I'm sorry again that you went through all that. By the way, just awful. Have a nice weekend. So somebody actually reached out to him and warned him that they were going to take his account, which means this is obviously premeditated. They planned all of this, whoever it was that planned this. Now, he had 2-factor set up. He had everything set up. And he swears that he was not phished in any way whatsoever. So the only way they could have gotten into his account is essentially an inside job. Or at least that's where people are probably leaning towards. But let's continue. So he says the following. Some important information. I wasn't phished. Didn't click on any links. Didn't randomly put my password somewhere. I am completely positive of this. At the time this happened, my email started getting spammed with 100 random emails from all sorts of sources. Stuff that I'm not even signed up for. And then I got a text message that my PlayStation Network email address was changed. And then I got a text message saying 2FA was turned off. Frankly, how can any of this even be possible if someone isn't feeding information from the inside or has some sort of bespoke access to things that they shouldn't? I agree. This is also one of those situations where, to be honest with you, it's happened before. It's been happening for other people, by the way. But anyway, let's continue. Makes no sense otherwise. I don't want to speculate, but it seems like a pretty serious technical and security breach. PlayStation support was zero help, though the person I spoke to was perfectly nice. Said my situation has to enter a queue, and it will take a week for them to see if they could give me my account back. and they seemed to not at all be interested that I was positively not fished, that my email address was randomly changed, that 2FA was shut off, and all the rest, etc., etc., etc. I did try to explain that I'm a prominent media person in the PlayStation space, and that I'm likely being targeted as a result, though this has been happening to random people as well, supposedly for the past couple of weeks. They seem totally clueless about any of this, even though it's been circulating for months and people have already been targeted and been dealing with account issues. Now, again, before we get into his response, I'm going to say it to you like this. Number one, I'm not surprised. Number two, no offense to people who love PlayStation, but unfortunately, you guys have one of the worst services out there in terms of security. PlayStation is literally one of the worst services out there for security. I don't give a shit what a fanboy tells you. PlayStation Network is notorious for being terrible when it comes to security. All right, it is literally that bad. This is why PC gamers threw a hissy fit when they wanted us to tie our Steam accounts to the PlayStation Network in order to play Helldivers. There's a reason for that, right? So anyway, let's continue. He says then, needless to say, if I don't get my account back, I'm retiring from gaming and podcasting forever. So let's hope it all works out. Now, I think that's a little extreme. I wouldn't want to see him give up everything that he's worked for, even though we have our differences, ideologically. I think that's a little crazy to give up everything you're working for just because you lost your PlayStation account. I had all faith that he was going to get his account back, considering he knows many people over at PlayStation. But considering he's going to that level of extreme, kind of shows you how important his PlayStation account is to him. I don't believe him necessarily that he will quit. I don't want him to quit, but regardless, pretty extreme. Pretty extreme. I feel like maybe he's saying that because he is prominent in the PlayStation space. So, people were going to, rise up and try to get his account back or something. Who really knows? But at the end of the day, I don't want to see him. I don't want to see him quit. Now, it also is kind of crazy if your entire business is reliant on one PlayStation account. That is bad, bro. Like that should not be a thing, in my opinion. I understand you're a PlayStation guy, but like, bro, if everything is reliant on the security of your PlayStation account, that is not good. But anyway, whatever. So in the meantime, be vigilant out there. Not that anything I could have done whatsoever would have stopped this, right? So then he says, this is where it gets weird. This is where it gets into like conspiratorial territory, okay? Because not from him, but just in general. Because think about it. What you're about to see is pretty wild. So he says, P.S. Dustin was sent this from my hacked PlayStation account. It's fairly obvious to me that there is some sort of insider access behind this. How can Dustin be next if he has a password in 2FA unless, and then if you look at the screenshot, brother, Dustin, former IGN Dustin, got a message from Colin Moriarty's hacked account saying, you're next. Bro, that's crazy. That is fucking crazy. That's when you start going, oh, okay. This is clearly not, this is not a random hacking, right? So he ends up texting the image to Colin, and he's like, I got this about a half an hour ago. So again, guys, even if it's not an insider, right? Let's say it's not an insider, which it very well may not be, but let's say it's not an insider. At the end of the day, you can't say this is not premeditated. You can't say that this is obviously not a plan from someone trying to go after some of these major people's accounts, kind of insane. So this particular picture right here just blew my mind. I was like, holy shit, that's pretty crazy. Now, he says, more details for the curious. I spoke to my connections at PlayStation PR, which, again, I want to reiterate something. This has been happening to a bunch of people well before Colin. It's been happening for weeks, supposedly. What are those people going to do? Like, not everybody's Colin Moriarty. Not everybody has massive connections over at PlayStation. So what exactly are these other people going to do? Because he was able to get his account in less than 24 hours. He was able to get his account back. And we're gonna go over it in a second. But what is anybody else going to do? But in any case, so he said, I spoke to my connections at PlayStation PR who helped me escalate the situation and to whom I am thankful. Multiple friends at Sony-owned studios reached out to me unprompted to say they've also asked to escalate the situation internally through their own means. I even reached out to the mayor of gaming, my old pal Greg Miller, to see if he knew anyone who could help. He knows everyone, always has. I'm grateful for its assistance as well. I'm sure a voicemail for me was the last thing he expected. He even reached out to Greg Miller, which exactly, they don't exactly have the best relationship to my knowledge. I totally appreciate the digital games argument, but I'll be real with you. I don't really give a shit about my library, in which I think I have like 700 games. I won't touch 99% of them ever again. I care about my trophies and save data, period. I understand I'm an on edge case in this regard, but feel like I should be clear why I'm actually bummed so as to not be disingenuous. Again, here's the problem, okay? All of that information is tied to one of the worst networks out there by far when it comes to any kind of account protection. And at the end of the day, even if it's like Steam, Xbox, whatever, you're not 100% protected at any given time. You have to understand when you buy this stuff digitally that you have to be willing to lose it all at some point in time. Even if you don't end up getting hacked, what happens if the service were to shut down tomorrow? What happens if it were to go away? If the service were to go away, you think you're going to take your trophies with you? It's not coming with you, right? So I understand, but I also get it from a gamer perspective. It's super fucking frustrating because when you get hacked, it's something out of your control. It's not equivalent to the service shutting down or dying off. It's somebody taking something away from you that you worked for or that you earned or whatever. It's somebody taking it away from you. So the response is totally different, you know? Anyway, whether or not I become a G.I. Joe YouTuber depends entirely on the outcome of the situation. I understand these are major advantages most people affected do not have. I acknowledge that. Again, he acknowledges that he has major advantages that other people don't have. So it's a bit concerning where somebody like this is able to pull all these strings and get his account back, but other just Joe Schmoes, they're just fucked. They're completely screwed, right? Anyway, update. I called support before I even talked to anyone at Sony that I know. They called me back just now as they said they would. I'm not entirely sure if it was because of my original call or because Sony people stepped in. Either way, they told me it will take 3 weeks for them to get any answers, which seems fucking insane. They removed my credit card info from the account in the interim, but seemingly couldn't mass change the password and boot others off in the interim. Okay, then. If I don't get my account back by tomorrow, I will file with the Better Business Bureau. As has been recommended, I'd be more patient if it was my fault. If I was phished or clicked a bad link or otherwise did something, then I'd be like, okay, I get it. But I did absolutely nothing, and in fact had an account with an alphanumeric password and 2FA. That didn't matter. I'm telling them they have a serious breach, and that seems irrelevant, so I will press on. So, again, that was the last thing that he said. Now, here's the thing. He just recently posted not that long ago. When was this? This was about 2.5 hours ago. He says, with the help of my friends and connections at Sony, I got my account back. I want to thank everyone for their kind words, advice, and direction. It meant a lot. So listen, great. I'm happy. I really am happy that he got his account back. I think it's fucked up to go through something like that. And again, regardless of whatever people may think about Colin Moriarty, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Hypnotic, what would you do if someone took your Steam account and successfully deleted it with no way to get it back? I would be pissed. I would be pissed. I'm not going to quit life over it, but I would be pissed. Absolutely. Absolutely. 100%. I wouldn't quit streaming. I wouldn't quit podcasting because my streaming and my podcasting, aside from gaming, is not reliant on what games are in my Steam account. You know what I'm saying? I would also fight it as much as I possibly can, obviously. But if I lost all my games today, I would still be able to talk about video games tomorrow. You know, that's why I didn't understand why he said he would quit podcasting. Like, he does commentary streams. You know, it's not necessarily reliant on you being able to play the game. So you can still do commentary. But anyway, that's my own personal thoughts about that. But he's allowed to do whatever he wants to do. Now, he got his account back. He says, I fully know I exercise advantages due only and exclusively to my stature in the PlayStation community and my many tethers to the mothership. These are absolutely not privileges many other people have, and I simply must acknowledge that. So again, it just makes you wonder, what are other people going to do? And if this really was something on the inside, which again, I don't know if it was, I doubt it. But if it was, how does that help the other people that got affected? You know? How does that help the other people that got affected that are currently without accounts because they got hacked or whatever? Like, what does that do for them? And the sad thing is that Sony, as quickly as Sony responded to Colin behind the scenes, they are never going to respond this fast publicly. Never. They can't even respond to Jason Schreier's fucking rumors that he's now trying to spur back up again about them leaving the PC platform. They can't even respond to that. So what makes you think they were going to respond to this? With that said, I know this has been happening to a lot of folks over time, and we've even covered it on Sacred Symbols a few occasions. I will dive deep into the situation next episode, but rest assured, I am already bending and will continue to bend the ears of anyone who I can to hopefully help convince the powers that be this is a real issue that they have to contend with. Listen, I don't know if he can. I'm sure he can. Again, he's got plenty of connections within PlayStation, so I'm sure if anybody can, it probably is Colin. However, I just don't think PlayStation is going to care. PlayStation has been like this for many years. They have refused to up their security in any way that's meaningful. People continue to find multiple ways to breach this platform. I just don't think I don't think they care. I don't think they're going to actually change anything. And keep in mind, you know, they've been sued over this. PlayStation has been sued for their lack of security before, if I'm not mistaken, multiple times. So I really don't think they're going to care. And it's actually kind of crazy that it took it happening to someone like Colin for people to talk about it and give a fuck, including myself. Keep in mind, I don't follow PlayStation like that. So I don't follow like every little bit of drama that's happening with PlayStation. But it took it happening to Colin for me to realize that it was even happening to begin with. You know? So I don't know, man. I don't know. PlayStation will acknowledge the issue, that they'll say that they are going to look into the situation and improve things so that it would not happen again. Hypnotic, how long has this excuse been used? Often. It's been used often. That's why I keep saying they don't actually care. They can say they care. They can say they have these plans to do whatever. But realistically, I don't think it's going to happen. Even with Colin, I don't think it's going to happen. But hopefully I'm wrong, because, again, there are people out there that have been affected that don't have the voice that Colin has. You know? PlayStation's been getting hacked since PS3. Oh, I know. Oh, I know. 100%. Again, that's why I want to remind people that there's a reason why PC gamers threw a fucking titty fit over the fact that they didn't want to tie their Steam accounts to PlayStation accounts. They didn't want to do it for a reason, right? And people are like, oh, but you have to tie your accounts to other places. Yeah, we do. There are other places that take security more seriously. PlayStation is not one of them. PlayStation is by far the worst by a long shot compared to anybody else. And it's unfortunate because they have, like the second biggest platform next to Steam? Either them or Nintendo. I don't remember who. I think that, actually, it might be Nintendo. If you count the Switch and the Switch, yeah, it might be Nintendo. But regardless, still, they're massive. They're huge. So that's a lot of people's information, a lot of people's accounts. And I already know, guys, trust me, I'm going to get comments from PlayStation superfans, okay? I can already hear what they're going to say. They're going to say, I've had my account for 10 plus years. Never happened to me. I had my account 15 plus years. Never happened to me. I have multiple accounts, 5, 6 accounts. Never happened to me. They're gonna say that to try to defend PlayStation. It's like, brother, seriously, is that what we're going for? Oh, so something doesn't matter until it happens to you. Basically, is what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm not surprised. So anyway, that's basically what happened with Colin Moriarty. And again, like I said, I'm glad he got his account back. I wouldn't want him to actually quit if he was serious about that. And it's just I'm telling you guys, this has to be the craziest shit I've ever seen. This is like some main character anime fucking energy. You know? This is some main character fucking energy right here. This dude said, "You're next" to Dustin, bro. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. But anyway, it is what it is. Congratulations to Colin Moriarty getting your account back. That's great. That's great. But it's fucked up that all that happened in the first place. But again, PlayStation never ceases to amaze. All right, let's continue. TTS, let's go. Quickly, get the Feltoning going.
I've got it. The AI is behind the Jews and why I am so hated and everything. And
did you have a stroke? Yes, Trey. Thank you for the 5.
15 years
probably
of this
true.
PSN down shit.
True, Secret Final Boss. True. Absolutely true. Flip Shazam with the 5. Is he going to read it? Oh my God.
Guess what I'm doing?
And you
Hero.
with DSP?
Hero.
Why is he saying hero? Nah, this is fucked up, bro.
Get us.
This is fucked up, bro.
Don't forget PSN wants your ID too.
This is fucked up, bro.
Yikes.
Yes, they do. They do. Why was he saying hero? He can't say hypno, really? It's like one of the easiest things to say. What the fuck? Thank you, Flip Shazam, you bastard, with the 5. I appreciate it. And Sky, I agree. Yes, they want your ID. All these accounts, they want your ID. They want your information. It's like, oh, it's just your government ID. What's the big deal? We promise to delete it. We promise. Yeah, we promised to delete it, all right. Sure. It was supposed to say hypno. I know, but it didn't. It couldn't read it for some reason. I don't know why. It had a little bit of a retardation moment. Sorry about that. But still funny nonetheless. Then everyone gets hacked. Exactly. Guys, here's where we stand on the battle right now before we get into the next topic. You guys ready for this? Felicia is at $352.57 versus Liara at $15. Is there seriously nobody out there that wants to save Liara to Sony? Seriously, all this talk that you guys do all the time about bring Liara back. Bring Liara back. Bring her back, really? Brother. I don't know. We'll see. All right, that's enough of the Colin Moriarty stuff. What else we got? Let's see. Let's talk about... Oh, okay. Yeah, let's talk about this. Guys, let's talk about... Let me pause this really quick. Pause the TTS. We're going to talk now about the other bit of Sony news, which is the single-player rumors, ladies and gentlemen. So let me catch you guys up on some of the things that have happened, okay? Jason Schreier, a couple of months ago, started a rumor. And that rumor was that PlayStation was going to abandon single-player video games on the Steam platform, or PC platform in general. Now, he has stuck by that rumor. Nothing has happened yet, obviously. Ghost of Yotei has not been put on PC, but it hasn't been long enough. Saros obviously just came out, hasn't been put on PC. I'm not saying that it's not true, but what I'm saying is we don't have official confirmation from the horse's mouth about whether or not it actually is true. But Jason Schreier, because he's Jason Schreier, everybody took that rumor and they ran with it as if it was fact. Now, the funny thing is, now we have the rumor springing up again, where apparently PlayStation reportedly confirms end of PC support for major single-player games as the CEO commits to console exclusivity. If you were to read this headline and you were to read this article, you would think to yourself that Herman Holtz or somebody somewhere at PlayStation has publicly confirmed that they're abandoning the PC platform for their single-player games that nobody cares about on PC anyway. However, that's not what's happening here. What's happening here is that the journalists and every other news outlet all over social media are now running this story as if it's fact, just like they did the first time, which is funny because if it was fact the first time, how are you running the story again as if it's fact the second time? I don't know. Anyway, this is coming from Jason Schreier again. This story is coming from Jason Schreier again. He has essentially said, and we're going to get into it, he has said that he overheard, from his sources or whatever, that Holtz, during a town hall meeting, had told employees that they are no longer going to be supporting the PC platform with their single-player games. So basically, he's regurgitating the same exact rumor that he started a couple of months ago, and he's springing it back up again. And now everybody's running this story as if it's been officially confirmed by PlayStation directly, which is like, it's mind-blowing. You got all the Sony fanboys that are like, ha, PC gets felted. Oh, yeah, we're so felted, bro. We're so felted because we're not going to be able to play Ghost of Yotei. I know, we can't play Ghost of Antifa. We're so sad about that. Or we can't play Sorrows. My God, I can't play Sorrows. Brother, I can literally go buy Returnal. I can mod the Indian into the game, and it's the same fucking... Anyway, let's talk about this. The days of God of War and The Last of Us coming to the PC are seemingly over. They have to use these words in order to protect themselves legally because they know it's bullshit, okay? So new comments from PlayStation Studios CEO Herman Holtz reportedly confirm the end of Sony's major single-player games coming to PC, affirming earlier claims that the company is pulling back from the platform, which, again, to remind people, the earlier claims are from Jason Schreier. So you have Jason Schreier confirming what Jason Schreier said. I know. Like, wow. That's literally the equivalent of we investigated ourselves and we have decided we did nothing wrong. That's literally the same thing. Reiterating the outlet's March report, Bloomberg reporter Jason Schreier says on Blue Sky that PlayStation Studio Business CEO Herman Holtz told staff in a town hall meeting Monday morning that the company's narrative single-player games will now be PlayStation exclusive, confirming Bloomberg's reporting from earlier this year. Holt's exact words are unknown. So it's confirmed, but his exact words are unknown. Wow. This is top tier. This is top tier reporting. Hey guys, in case you're not aware, I had heard from an unknown source, or actually, let me rephrase. I've heard from a source inside PlayStation. It's my source, okay? That this is in fact not happening. Okay, I've heard that from my source. My source said that this is not happening, and you just gotta trust that. You just gotta trust me, guys. It is what it is. But the message seems clear. Yeah, it's so clear that it's unknown. Okay. Going forward, games like God of War, Marvel's Spider-Man, The Last of Us, and Horizon Zero Dawn, all previously released or remastered on PC sometime after their PlayStation console debut, will no longer be available outside PlayStation hardware. Nobody cares, brother. Nobody cares. The sequels for every single one of those video games sold terribly in comparison to the first iterations of those games that people actually liked. All right, people actually like the first iteration of all of those video games. They don't like the sequels. And the sequels got felted over on Steam where people could see just how bad the numbers are, and PlayStation no likey that. PlayStation don't like people actually being able to see how their games are performing, so they rather be able to hide it on their platform. That is worth more to them than the money they were making on Steam as a platform. Even if they were making like $1 billion for the PC platform, which I believe they were, that is not worth as much as them being able to hide things from not only their players, but investors as well, in my opinion. In my opinion, okay? That's how I see this. But anyway, this stupid shit. Hold on. Let me fix this really quick. Hold on. There we go. Okay, so however, multiplayer games like Helldivers 2, you know, the games that actually do well, they're multiplayer games that tend to have bigger player bases on the PC platform than they do on the PlayStation platform, unironically. Helldivers 2 is successful because of Steam, right? Marathon's majority player base, even though it's dwindling, is on Steam. So that's why they are okay with putting these games on Steam, because they don't have to worry about looking terribly by putting these games on Steam, because chances are people are going to play the games more on Steam anyway. Anyway, the crown jewel of Sony's largest disastrous live service push and upcoming spin-off Horizon Hunters Gathering can still seemingly come to both PC and PlayStation consoles. I gotta say, they got balls that they released this game on PC, bro. Like, I understand it. I believe it's free to play, if I'm not mistaken, but they got balls if they do. PlayStation-backed games in the same vein could potentially come to other consoles in the future as well. Just look at Marathon, a multi-platform shooter made and published by Bungie, a studio that Sony owns. This decision seems to extend not only to major PlayStation studios and single-player IPs. Not every single-player game that Sony touches. Naughty Dog's Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophet is the obvious example. We can seemingly give up on that ever coming to PC even years down the road, like Uncharted. Guys, Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophet is not coming to PC. No! End it all. End it all. That's it. Life is over. Life is over. What do you mean I can't play this bald bitch? Life is over. No. No. Bro, imagine saying something like that with a straight face. Imagine God is real. Yeah, I know. I know. Bro, the fact that they're saying that with a straight face is like, dude, seriously? You think anybody's sad about not being able to play Intergalactic on PC? Brother, that thing is going to be supported by PlayStation players. That's what they love. They love this shit. Let them support it. By all means, please keep it on your platform. It's perfectly fine, bro. We got backlogs for years. Nobody cares, bro. Nobody cares. You guys could barely get this game out anyway. Last we heard, the game is supposedly not even coming out until like 2028. By then, you might as well just wait for the PlayStation 6 at that point. It's crazy, man. Recently, PS5 shooter Sorrows will also not come to PC. Oh, no. Oh, no. Not Sorrows. Schreier affirms in a separate reply, even though developer Housemarque's previous title, Returnal, did and plays best on PC. Ooh, damn. Don't say that, bro. Don't say that. They're not going to like that. That's not what you want to be saying right now. Another useful corner case is found in Kenna Scars of Cosmora, successor to Kenna Bridge of Spirits. Scars of Cosmora is a single-player game, but will be published by PlayStation Publishing on Steam and the Epic Games Store. On the PlayStation Store, its publisher is listed as Sony Interactive Entertainment. Yeah, this is the only game that I would actually care to play because I actually liked the first game, and I was looking forward to Kenna Scars of Cosmora, so if they end up releasing this on Steam, that'll be great. But yeah, guys, so basically all I'm trying to say is that until we hear it officially from the horse's mouth, until we actually hear it from PlayStation, can we please stop spreading around this bullshit as if it has been confirmed by PlayStation themselves? PlayStation has not even spoken on this situation. They haven't even mentioned anything about whether or not this is actually happening. So until they confirm it, let's stop spreading around as if it's confirmed already. Again, I think they should just come out and say it, bro. PC gamers don't give a fuck. If you're going to take it away from PC, just do it, bro. This whole shit about, like, dodging the question and trying to keep it under wraps and hidden, bro, I guarantee you nobody cares. Just call it out. Admit it. Say that you're doing it, and let's get it over with. Let's get it over with. Because I think what they're more likely doing is I think that PlayStation is so cocky that they actually think that they can compete on the PC platform without utilizing Steam. I think they want to go the Epic Games route, and I think they're going to introduce a PC launcher that will be specifically for their games only. I don't think they're taking it away from PC. I think they're taking it away from Steam. And they're going to use their own launcher to upload their games to and allow people to buy it on the PC platform, which almost nobody will probably do, just based off history with Epic Games and everything else. But hey, if that's what you want to do, go for it, Sony. You got the money. You love losing money, so just do it. Get it over with, you know? So we'll see what ends up happening with this. But guys, in case you want a TLDR, Jason Schreier has confirmed the rumor that Jason Schreier started a couple of months ago. Exactly. That's basically it. Let's resume the TTS. Hopefully nothing crazy.
The furries are out in force.
They are, Panther. Thank you for the 2. I agree.
Hashtag Felicia. All Liara's freckles have guaranteed is that she won't get banned from future contests.
Secret Final Boss, thank you for the 5. She's getting felted right now, though. It's pretty bad. It's pretty
What
bad.
if that reason Sony is doing this because Ghost of Yoda will have mod to make it better? But hey, that's just a theory. A game theory.
Hey, that's just a theory, a game theory. I mean, I think what it is that PlayStation doesn't like a couple of things on the PC platform, okay? Number one, they feel like, or, you know, people feel like PlayStation doesn't make enough money on the PC platform. Now, $1 billion is $1 billion, okay? You could do a lot with $1 billion. You could pay a lot of salaries. You could take care of a lot of things with $1 billion. So even if PlayStation makes $15 billion or whatever it is a year, and $1 billion of it comes from PC, that's still $1 billion fucking dollars, right? So, but people apparently think that's not enough. So, in my mind, if that's true, then I view it as PlayStation saying, okay, we don't like Steam because they take our money, and we don't like Steam because we can't hide shit from them. We can't hide shit from Steam players. That's the problem, right? It's too transparent for our organization, and we don't like that. So how can we try to keep the most money on the PC platform while minimalizing exposure to what we actually do? And that's why I think their own launcher will be the answer to that problem. Because if they have their own launcher, then they don't have to worry about losing 30%. So they don't have to sell as many games in order to make the same amount of money. Now, I don't think they're going to make anywhere close to the amount of money they're probably thinking they're going to make. But again, I don't think that's like, I think in their mind, they're like, okay, well, we could sell 70% of the games and get 100% the same exact money because we don't have to worry about paying Steam. And not only that, we can also take away the ability for Steam players to be able to see how our games are performing. And we could just lie like we always do and talk about how amazing these games are doing, but then we end up shutting down services, releasing no DLC, and doing everything opposite to what the first game had. They'll do it all the time. Hackers are going to felt them again, probably. So Jackson says, as a game dev student, I don't mind the 30% if you make $1 million off your first indie game. I mean, again, if you want to sell a game on the PC platform, you got to sell it on Steam. You can sell it everywhere, but you got to make sure that you're on Steam. It gives you the maximum exposure. You know, it'll give you maximum exposure. So, but yeah, that's what I think they're going to do. I think they're going to absolutely make their own launcher. I don't think they're abandoning PC. That'll be dumb. Let me go over to Rumble really quick. Let me see if anything over on Rumble. We got Torinol with a 2. Says, is there a dollar amount associated with these accounts? Should that make stealing them a felony? I mean, yeah.
At Real Tiffer Lockhart 97
games?
Celebrates 8 months of membership. So Hypno's coffee and plushies when?
Never.
Smashed to you as selling more than the quatering bland coffee that makes me rather eat total cereal with dried peaches.
I mean, to be fair, that's really not that difficult considering that, you know, quartering's coffee is pretty much dead. So it's not that hard to outsell something that's dead. But in terms of Hypno coffee and plushies, not happening. Not happening. But thank you. Thank you, Tifa. I appreciate that. And Torinol, yeah, I think you bring up a good point because 700 games, right? 700 games on an account, that's got to be worth money. You know, that's got to be worth like thousands, especially on PlayStation where you're paying more. But now you can argue, okay, well, he didn't pay for it, right? You can argue his connections, he gets review codes, whatever. You could argue that, but even then, you're still spending like on your own personal games, your own personal stuff. You're spending good amount of money. You know? So I don't know. Fourth Wall Guy says why? Because I don't want to fucking sell coffee. I don't want to sell retarded shit that has nothing to do with gaming. That's me personally. Anybody else could do whatever the fuck they want. I don't care. But me, like I don't want to do that. Vortex says just check my Steam account. Alone has 727 games. Yeah, true. And for me personally, I mean, again,
I'd buy a Hypno hoodie. Anyone else or just me?
Hoodie would work. Like clothing would work. I don't mind clothing. My personal Steam account has 2,392 games. Right? So you're talking about 2,400 basically video games. 2,400 video games, right? So, and even if let's say half of those were gifted, it's still somebody spending money on that. Somebody spent money on that game to gift it to that account. So even if I didn't spend the money, it still has value. It still has value easily, right? So. That's why, like, you know, you can kind of argue yes or no, depending on how you want to go with that.
I drink a fuck ton of coffee while gaming.
Doesn't mean coffee has to do with gaming. What about gamer subs and G Fuel? I don't give a fuck. Again, I said other people could do it. It's perfectly fine. I love how people are like, the internet's so interesting. They're like, you should do this. And then when you say, no, I don't want to do that, it's not for me, but if other people do it, it's fine. They're like, no, you should do it because other people do it. And then it's so funny because if you then do it and you start selling whatever other people are selling, then it turns around. They're like, well, why are you selling this? It has nothing to do with it. You're a grifter. You're this, you're that. It's like you cannot satisfy the internet. The only way you can satisfy the internet is by telling people, no, you don't want to. Fuck off. That's basically it. Nocturnal says over 1,350 games. That's crazy. That's insane. How long have you had your account, though? Probably for a while, I imagine. Hypnotic body pillow? I'm not doing that. I'm not doing a body pillow. Because then I have to worry about all you people molesting the body pillow. You know? Kurakami says 2,000 games is crazy. It's not that crazy. It's not that crazy. How many games is that? Over, let's see. This is 25, 24. That's about 114 games a year, considering how old the account is.
Holy shit.
All right, maybe that's a little crazy. But you got to understand, it's Steam sales, man. All right, summer sales, winter sales. All right. Plus, to be fair, I'm also a YouTuber, so like people gift a lot of games. So there you go. Hypnotic figurine to put on my bookcase. Oh my god, man. Ms. Bella Games, you don't want me on your bookcase. You don't want me on your bookcase, Ms. Bella Games. Ahmad says 3,800 plus games, 15 years on Steam. Holy shit.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
You said no to Life is Strange, then played it #hope.
I played it because people paid for it. People paid for it. That's the thing. And it's a video game. It's what I do. That's crazy, man. Pokey says 1,799 games. Oh my god, that's crazy. Hypno Gumpla, you know you want it? No, I don't. Okay, maybe I do. A Hypno Gundam? Maybe. Maybe you got me there. Maybe. Torno says, you know who else sells coffee? The Quartering. Exactly. And why would you want to be mixed up with that? Thank you for the $1, bro. I appreciate that, Torno. All right, let's see. Let me get out of this, boys. We got to talk about one other thing. Or actually, we got to talk about a few things. But we're trying to get to as much as we can today. I am going to play Forza Horizon tonight. I wasn't going to necessarily do it, but I'm going to do it because I want to play. I want to play Hypno Gender Bend Barbie dolls. Brother, stop it. Hypno Wing Zero or G Hypno Wing Zero. Wing Zero all day long. All day long. Fighter 4 says just reached a 1,000 game mark a few days ago. Holy shit. Yeah, I feel like once you pass the 1,000 game mark, that just makes you like a legend. It's insane. That's an insane amount of video games. Hypno Plug. All right, bro. All right, bro. Let's relax. Let's relax. Blonde Hypnotic coming soon. I do need a blonde Hypnotic VTuber avatar, so that on SNH I can actually get a lot of gifted games like Sevi, because brother, like Sevi gets more gifted games than the entire panel combined. We start up the stream and she's like, I got gifted games. And then we open up her screen and she's just fucking scrolling, bro. She's just scrolling. Like, thank you for this game. Thank you for this game. Thank you for that game. Thank you for this game. And I'm like, fuck! Totally fucking felt it, bro. Every single one of us, bro. Oh my god. Oh my dude. Why do I sound Asian? Because she kind of got cheeky eyes, bro. I know she's a Latina, but I feel like somebody in her family cheated with an Asian at some point. Somebody in her family cheated with an Asian at some point. I really believe that. I really believe that. Which explains why she's illegal. You know? Yeah, because she's a woman. I know, man. I gotta up my game. I know, bro. I know. Imagine being felted on your own show. I know. Don't remind me. Don't remind me, man. It's okay, though. It's okay. We all have a good time, man. The SNH crew is awesome. Guys, let's get into this. I'm going to pause the TTS really quick. Let's pause right here. Shout out to Smash. I saw Smash in the chat before. Sorry, I was reacting to the chat and trying not to get felted by fucking super chats. Hope you're doing good, man. Hispanics look like Asians. No, the fuck we don't. No, the fuck we don't. Only some of us do. Bitch. Ain't no Asian. Ain't no Asian. We're not part of the little dick committee. Fuck that shit. How can you see how long you've been on Steam? You gotta go to your Steam account, and you will have a badge. You will have a badge that showcases how many years you've been part of them. How many years you've been part of them. So actually, mine's about to update. Mine's updating in June or July. I don't remember. I think maybe June. Maybe June. I mean, your mask got slanted eyes, brother. Wait, what? Fuck. That's not fair. The VTuber... No. It's not open. See? It's open. It's open. Stop! That's not fair. Fuck. That's not fair. That's the VTuber design. That's not fair. That's not fair. Y'all look feet up. No. I'm in denial. No. No, I'm not. I'm not. Chinese hypnot. I hate you guys, man. Fuck. All right, listen. I paused the TTS. Let's go, man. Let's go. Hold on. I liked the supers. Where are they at? Where are they at? All right. Brother, you did it again. You did it again. You know what? I'm just going to get it over with. I'm going to get it over with. I'm going to get it over with. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go. Go, Flip Shazam. Go. Go. You want attention? Go.
Guess what I'm doing again? I'm making gravy.
I hate you. I hate you so much.
Chinese hypno or Japanese hypno or Korea hypno?
Definitely not Chinese. Japanese because it might be cooler. Korean because their girls are pretty hot. South Korean anyway, not North Korean. Guys, we got to get into the next topic, man. You guys are fucking insane today. You guys are insane today. I don't know what's going on. You guys are cracking out today. PlayStation's felting gamers again. Why am I not surprised, ladies and gentlemen? It's so funny. We just covered a couple of topics related to PlayStation, and it just keeps getting worse. I told you today is going to be the day where it's just all about PlayStation for the most part. It's all about PlayStation. So, after all this drama, after all this nonsense between Colin Moriarty's account getting hacked and everything, we now have a situation where PlayStation is like, give me money. Give me money, right? So what are they doing? They're going to good old faithful. And what's good old faithful? Boys, it's the new thing that all these companies are utilizing because they don't want to be honest with you and tell you that they just want more money from you. So what happens when a company needs to tax their players for all of their failures, which, by the way, PlayStation has had a lot of failures in the last year or two, which everybody's getting taxed for if you're a PlayStation fan? It's good old market conditions, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. That's right. Bring it in. Bring in the market conditions. PlayStation Plus price increases, announced as gaming keeps getting more and more expensive. PS Plus Essential gets a price hike, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, they are going up yet again. I have to be honest with you. At this point, I feel like PlayStation Plus has increased, what, like 3 times in a year? 3 or 4 times in a year, something like that. It's ridiculous. It's actually fucking insane. And I already know people are going to be like, well, this is just what it is. It is what it is. Guys, they're doing the Uber method, okay? Let me give you a little bit of a rundown. So when Uber was first designed, Uber was designed with the mindset that they were purposefully going to release their product, Uber, at a price that nobody could compete with and was at a loss for them. And then what happened was they did this because they wanted to make everybody use the program. They wanted to make Uber into a mainstream accepted thing, and they wanted to get everybody reliant on the product. Then, after getting everybody reliant on the product, they then decided they were going to start raising prices in order to basically try to become profitable, which is essentially what they did. Uber, once they had everybody locked in, and once they feel like everybody was using their service, what they ended up doing was raising the price over and over and over and over again. And people never fought back on it for the most part because, well, you know, they were reliant on it. And now Uber is extremely profitable because of that, right? This is the same kind of mindset, except, consoles. This is the first ever console generation where the consoles and the services and the games and the accessories and everything got more expensive as time went on. This is the first time it's ever happened. Gone are the days where 2 years, 3 years later, you could buy a console for like $100 to $150 cheaper and get it bundled with a video game. That's just not possible anymore, right? So we are now here where PlayStation, for like the third or fourth time this year, is increasing the price of their PS Plus program. So it says a 1-month subscription for PlayStation Plus Essential, the most basic tier of the service, will now cost $10.99 USD or €9.99 Euro or $7.99 GBP. It is currently $9.99 for 1 month, making it a $1 increase or a 10% increase. And this is how they do it. Again, people are going to be like, oh, it's only $1. Who cares? Well, this is why it happens 4 times in a year, 3 times in a year, because they say, oh, it's only $1. Who cares? Only $2. Who cares? Before you know it, by the end of the year, they have successfully raised their price at no cost to them. They've raised the price $3, $4, $5 successfully. They've been able to get it no problem because they did it incrementally and nobody fought, right? A 3-month subscription for PS Plus Essential will now cost $27.99, both in USD and Euro, or $21.99 GBP. Right now, you could get this for $24.99 per month, meaning it's getting a $3 increase, or roughly 12%. It's unclear how the 12-month option for the subscription, which is handily the best value, will be affected. Sony's wording at least suggests that it is unaffected, which isn't entirely unusual for subscription price hikes like this, as providers generally like to lock in as much user time and money as possible up front. Currently, it is $79.99 for 1 year PS Plus Essential. Now, the best part about all this is we get to the bullshit, right? We get to the nonsense. This is the great part, right? Sony blames ongoing market conditions in its announcement, not specifying what market conditions suddenly affected the price of an all-digital service, when those market conditions may be resolved, or whether prices may fall following that resolution. Now, we talked about this the other day, okay, when we were covering Nintendo and whatnot, which we're going to tie into this, because, by the way, in case you guys are unaware, Sony is actively getting sued right now for this exact thing. You guys remember the lawsuit that Nintendo is currently being affected by, where they're getting sued by gamers because people are like, hey, you're trying to double dip. You're trying to double dip. You're trying to get your tariff money back, which apparently you're eligible to get, and you're trying to keep the price increase that you blamed on tariffs. Well, apparently Sony is getting sued for the exact same thing that Nintendo is getting sued. Sony's facing a lawsuit over claims that the company unfairly benefited from the PlayStation 5 price increase that were linked to import tariffs. According to the lawsuit, Sony raised PS5 prices after the tariffs were placed on imported goods. These extra costs were reportedly passed on to customers, making consoles more expensive. The legal complaint says the tariffs were later ruled unlawful, which means companies may now qualify for refunds from the government. Plaintiffs argue that if Sony keeps the regular high prices paid by customers and any future tariff refunds, the company will receive what the lawsuit describes as a double benefit. It's literally the same exact lawsuit that Nintendo is currently suffering. PlayStation is now suffering the same exact thing, right? So people are catching on to the bullshit, and people are understanding that what they're saying and what they're blaming it on is complete nonsense. There's a reason why they're using market conditions as a term, and they're not blaming tariffs. See, here's where they fucked up. Where they fucked up was that they blamed something specifically for their price increase, and you should never do that. You should never blame something specifically for your price increase. You should be as vague as humanly possible so that legally you are protected, which is why they're being as vague as possible now by blaming market conditions. They blame market conditions for the last 3 times, and yet nobody knows what the fuck market conditions even means. Nobody knows what it's referencing. You can assume, you could guess, you could blame RAM, you could blame whatever, but nobody actually blames anything specifically, and they just say market conditions. And the reason why is because if at any point somebody says, well, this went away, why are the prices still high? The company doesn't have to look at you and say, well, we just want to keep it high. Which is exactly what's happening with these lawsuits. They blame tariffs for the reason why their price went up. So when the tariffs went away and you're getting all your tariff money back, why are the prices still high? Why are the prices still up? It's because it was never about the tariffs. It was never about any of that. It was just about them wanting to find a reason and finding a way to charge you more money and to have you eat it. That's really what it's about. And it's the same thing that's happening here with supposed market conditions. They don't know what market conditions is because it doesn't exist. It's bullshit. You can blame RAM, you can blame everything, you can blame all that you want, but you raised the price the first time and the second time and the third time for the same thing. You know? So what the fuck are we doing here? Anyway, as a refresher, PlayStation Plus Essential comes with access to online multiplayer, some exclusive PlayStation Store discounts, share play, etc., etc., etc. Again, you got to pay to play online. It's insane. I don't understand why people even do that. Like they literally double dip on your internet service. They're like, hey, we know that you pay for an internet service. We get that. But we want you to pay us for it all over again. Like, we want you to be able to pay us so that you can play online. Even though you already pay for, an internet service provider, but it's fine. You want to use our service that we already charge other ways for, but we want to charge you again. So here we have a $1 increase on top of the many other increases that have happened already in the past. And I'm telling you right now, this probably won't be the last one for the year. This is probably going to be the second to last one. I think they will probably try to sneak one more in before the holiday season. It could be $1, it could be $2, it could be whatever. I think they're going to try to sneak at least one more in before the year is over. Or at the very least, they'll start next year off with an increase. And guess what they're going to blame? Market conditions. And nobody's going to bat an eye. Right? Nobody's going to bat an eye. Sony, players just continue to keep paying for it. I haven't been subscribed to PS Plus for like 2 years. Something like that. I haven't been subscribed for like 2 years. I gave up on that shit a long time ago. It really is insane. I cannot believe what I am seeing with the market for consoles and how everything just keeps going up. This is wild. This is honestly crazy. And the saddest thing about all this is that PlayStation still sold like, 85, 90 million units? It's crazy that people are still buying this shit up. They're just accepting it. This is accepting it. It is what it is, So that's basically it for the Sony price increase. And again, they are being sued the same exact way as Nintendo. The case was filed in the California federal court and could expand into a class action covering many PS5 buyers across the entire United States. So please, God, let this happen because it would be so fucking funny. It's funny how so many people don't realize this is happening to Nintendo. It's so funny. Didn't Xbox... Hold on, didn't Xbox raise the price of their consoles because of tariffs as well? Shit, they're next then. It's only a matter of time. If they went after Nintendo and they went after PlayStation, they're probably going to go after Xbox too. All these companies that were raising prices because of the tariffs and all that, they're gonna go after all of them. I would not be surprised. Yeah, exactly, for Game Pass too. Although, to be fair, they just recently lowered the price of Game Pass, but they took away Call of Duty. So there you go, But that's basically it, ladies and gentlemen. We will follow up on this nonsense. But PlayStation, man, it has not been a good day for PlayStation news. It has not been a good day. Xbox used to have the $60 for the whole year. Then without telling anyone, they removed it. There was a workaround. If you still had your 360, you could get 1 year membership. Oh, really? Interesting, Sam Fisher. Interesting. All right, let me resume the TTS. I don't know if anything came in during that situation. Let me see. I don't think so. I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good. Let me check Rumble really quick. What's going on over on Rumble? Rumble, what are you doing? Rumble's quiet. No, I'm just kidding. Rumble's did amazing today, bro. Guys, don't forget, there still might be memberships over on Rumble for you to claim. So if you have a Rumble account, please make sure to go claim them. And like the stream, motherfuckers, on YouTube and on Rumble. Guys, we got to decide a winner. I'm not going to be able to get to the Subnautica news. I'll cover that tomorrow. But there's some nonsense going on with Subnautica that I really want to focus on. Their EULA needs to be talked about. Their EULA's crazy.
Hypno body pillow? I'd totally be like.
What? Oh, okay. Oh. Wow. Wow. So you took it to a whole nother level. You took it to a whole, like, with, bro, what was those last 3 sounds, brother? That's insanity. Holy shit. You guys are getting way too creative with this shit. Way too creative with this. Look at Saiyan Wizard. Well, damn, didn't know it could do that. See, now you corrupted another person. My God, boys. Listen, we got to pick a winner. I'm trying to be normal here. We got to pick a winner, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, Felicia is absolutely destroying Liara to Sony. And I'm a little disappointed. I thought we had Mass Effect fans in the chat. I thought that we would at least put up a little bit of a fucking fight. I wish I could vote. I thought we were going to put up a little bit of a fight against Felicia, but you guys are just giving it up. You guys are just giving it up, man. Just giving it up. So we're going to play the song. This is your final chance. And at this point, I think the Felicia fans feel very confident. They feel very confident. Let's get it going, man. That's it. This is your last chance. The music's on. I don't know how this is going to go, man. I don't know how it's going to go, boys. This is crazy. It's crazy. What the fuck are we doing? Yo, that last super chat, that last super chat was insane. It was insane. Chair shots, anyone? I don't think anybody's chair shotting, bro. I don't think anybody's chair shotting, man. They're just giving it up to Felicia. Just an easy dubs. Crazy, man. I'm trying to have hope. I'm trying to have hope for Liara to Sony. But nobody cares, man. It's so sad. So sad. Insane and gay. Yeah, it was a little gay. It was a little gay. I'm not gonna lie to you. Irate Knight for a 2 for hashtag Liara. Let's go, Irate Knight. Over on Rumble. Let's fucking go, man. Putting up the fight. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, man. Shout out to Irate Knight. You love to see it. Thank you, brother. Mass Effect is dead and BioWare killed it. Listen, it may be dead, but let's not pretend we didn't have really good memories with some of the girls from Mass Effect, man. Come on. Come on. Everybody constantly is like, oh, we love Liara to Sony. Bring Liara to Sony. And then she shows up and she gets felted. She gets felted. What the fuck? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? I don't even know anymore. I don't know. It is what it is. You want an anime Sonya body pillow. See, that makes sense. That makes sense. Felicia's got that sweep move. Fair. Tally was best Mass Effect girl.
I'll drop this for Liara.
No! You gotta put the name first for it to count. You gotta put hashtag Liara. I literally have the rules. Oh. Smile Joker smile with the $20 banger. He's new here. He's new here. Even if bro. Oh. Guys, you have to put hashtag waifu name at the beginning of the super chat for it to count. You have to put it at the beginning for it to count. I think I'm gonna make a rule for somebody who's new that I'll give you one out. I'll give you one out if you're new. Only if you're new. If you've been around, and I know who's been around before, you're not gonna get out. You're not gonna get out. Nani? It's not gonna help anyway, man. Felicia's just too powerful. Felicia's too fucking powerful, man.
At Smile Joker Smile 47 celebrates 13 months of membership. Hashtag Liara.
I'll accept it because I've never seen you chat before. But you've been a member for 13 months? What the fuck? Did you change your name or something? Flips his ham says, I'm new. You ain't new with those fucking clapping super chats, brother. You ain't new with that, brother. You're not new when you're out here with DSP voice like, look what I'm doing. Look what I'm doing. Hypno, look what I'm doing. You ain't new. You're not fooling anybody. Guys, final countdown. This is it, man. I don't know which way this is going to go, man. The last super chat that shows up on my screen is going to be the one that counts. Yeah, T-Jab, you can let it go this one time. Only this one time. Here we go. 5, 4, 3. Last one on my screen counts. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Waiting for lag, 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 waiting. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Holy shit, boys. Holy shit. Denarier dropped a 5 for Liara. Then he says, I mean Caden. There's too many furries voting for Felicia. Oh my god. Wow. Boys, I really thought Liara was gonna fight harder than this. I really thought. I really thought. Damn. I really thought. Holy shit, boys. Let's wait for T-Jab to give us the final numbers. Oh, there it is. We got Felicia at $362.59 against Liara at $42, which means the winner and moving on to the next round is none other than Felicia, ladies and gentlemen. Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised? Let's do it one more time, ladies and gentlemen. One more time. Let's go. I don't think anybody from Mass Effect is going to make it out alive on this one. I don't think anybody from Mass Effect is going to make it out alive in this tournament. So let's just play coping and seething right now.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething.
And that's it, boys. Felicia's going backstage. She will take part in the next round. That means that we have our first same franchise fight in the next round, which means Felicia's moving on to fight Morrigan in the next round. That's going to be crazy.
Holy shit.
That's going to be crazy. Did I put Tally? Yes, Tally is in this battle. Tally's actually going up against Ada Wong on the next side of the tournament. So on the other side, it's going to be Ada Wong versus Tally, but that's not going to be for a little while. So Liara Tassoni is officially out, unfortunately. Very sad, but Felicia's moving on to face her girl.
I'm ready to apply for private secretary Hypno.
Oh, shit.
Slow clap. Slow clap.
No.
Slow clap. Slow clap.
No. The one time where you are supposed to actually clap the cheeks and you fuck it up. Alucard. Alucard. No. brother. No, man. Thank you for the 5. Come on, bro. Yo, F's in the chat, man. F's in the fucking chat, bro. Holy. I mean, don't get me wrong. I did like the way she said slow clap. I did like the way she said that. But still, in that regard, I would have loved to hear the other sound. That would have been a lot better. That would have been a lot better. All right, guys, listen. Felicia's moving on. She's gonna face Morgan. That's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be real interesting. We'll see how that goes. The next battle is gonna be a difficult one, in my opinion. But again, I don't know how it's gonna go. The next one tomorrow is going to be Sniper Wolf versus Bayonetta. That's gonna be crazy. And then the one after that is gonna be Triss from The Witcher versus Tifa Lockhart. Listen, you never know, man. People may want to troll. They may want to troll. I swear to God, I wish I could vote, man. I would drop $500 fucking dollars on Triss the moment the fucking stream started. I swear to God. I swear to God, but I can't vote. I can't vote. It's fine though. Guys, that should be interesting. And then after these 2 battles coming up, we're going to have the entire right side, which is going to be a whole bunch of crazy battles. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. All right, boys, listen. Thank you guys so much for the insane support today. I appreciate it. We are going to make the gaming stream live right now, and then I'll go raid on over there. I won't be live for like another hour over there, but we're going to be playing some Forza today. We did a lot of progress today for 5 p.m. Griffcast, but I figure let's get one more Forza stream in because tomorrow we're going to be starting Lego Batman. So that's going to be fun. You know, Forza...
The best part was I did that on purpose, rolling on the floor
You did that on
laughing
purpose,
emoji.
you son of a bitch? That's terrible. Why would you do that to us? What's wrong with you? What a bastard. Let me put the gaming stream link here in the chat for both YouTube and Rumble. There you go. And I'm going to set up the raid so that we could raid on over. I do have a gifted game. I got to check to see what that's about. So let me see what the gifted game's about really quick. Before we continue, just give me 2 seconds. Hold on. I'm setting up the raid. I am setting up the raid. Great stream tonight, guys. I hope every single one of you had a great time. Had so much fun. I know some of you had a little bit too much fun with the DSP voice and all that, but I appreciate it regardless. It's hilarious. You guys are funny. All right. We set up the raid. So that's going to be... Okay, perfect. All right. And let's check out what the gifted game is. Let's see. What do we got? So... Flip Shazam! Flip Shazam!
Holy shit.
Flip Shazam gifted Super Meat Boy 3D. I actually want to play this. I want to play this real bad. Yo, Super Meat Boy 3D, the infamous toughest nails platformer, now in 3D. I heard this was really good. I heard it was really good. I actually really want to play this. Miss Bella Games, you have a great night. Much love to you. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. Yo, Flip Shazam, thank you for this, bro. Super Meat Boy 3D. That's going to be cool. I appreciate that. Yeah, I definitely want to play this. 100%. Very nice of you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. That came out recently, right? Like, well, I mean, semi-recently anyway. All right, boys, listen, thank you guys so much for the insane support. Again, I hope every single one of you had so much fun today. That's always the aim of the stream, to have as much fun as possible. Thank you guys for supporting the stream in any way that you possibly could, whether it was donating, liking, whatever. It doesn't matter. Lurking, it doesn't matter. Thank you guys so much. And shout out to the Hypno Mods for doing what they do every single day. I appreciate you as well. And I will see every single one of you on the next one, either tonight or tomorrow. Guys, we got content for days, man. We got tonight Forza, tomorrow Lego Batman, and then obviously Hypnocast after that. So come hang out whatever you want to hang out with. I appreciate it. And I'll see every single one of you the next one. Until then, you guys already know, go be bigots and go be gooners. Hold on.
That's one Super Meat Boy.
Damn. Yep. Bricked.
I am not gay. I am
I got news for you. That means you
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Her dog or her cat was named Vagina. Vagina. Vagina.
Put a ticket in, make her gay. Fuck Indiana Jones, put a ticket in, make her name gay. Fuck baby gay, put a ticket in, make her gay. It means put a chicken in a queenie and make her fucking gay. Fucking pronouns! Fucking pronouns! Fucking gender ambiguity! Fucking current day California shit! 'Cause that's all we fucking know! 'Cause we're boring! We're so fucking boring! Twitter hole! Twitter hole! Get it right!
At the touch of the black man, I bring life. 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 That's right!
Why the hell are you still here? Go on. Get out of here. Go play some video games.